Yo, what's up, guys? I just wanted to sort of make a little memo here before I moved on with my day. I just had a really great conversation with a Spanish teacher named Isaac, and I just wanted to kind of like reassert some of the ideas that we went over, you know what I mean? Like, if you feel like life is just taking advantage of you, I think that you have a right to say that this thing that everybody is trying to do, this idea that there is some path for you, well, to some extent, if you're being told what to do, does that actually mean that you really know what's going on? Maybe you should do what you feel is right, not wrong. And I just want to let you know that I think everybody has that right to that passage. And I think that you need to acknowledge certain aspects of yourself. This idea of emotion and this idea of logic, where do they meet? And do they actually fight each other? Do they stand as one? I mean, I think that it's pretty easy to see that a lot of things in life are just that dichotomy. Maybe this whole idea of people being misplaced and having boundaries, having race, is really just us not coming to the place where we can see that maybe what we want is knocking on the door. It's this idea that maybe you can express more. Maybe you can be more. What is Spanish? Maybe it's all just an idea. Can you be fluent in it without speaking an or ia? I mean, really, think about it. What is the world anyways? Is it just fast versus slow? Is it the idea of chaos versus control? And if we see those things, where do we go? Maybe there's a part of you that these things can bring into your life. Maybe you're not just made to talk, but you can sing. And I think that it's worth realizing that maybe you actually do know something. Is emotion intelligence? Well, to an extent, I think emotion is consciousness in its barest form. And maybe if we do things more emotional, then they actually have more form. The more that we can whittle down our idea of what is emotion, maybe it's a necessity, the key ingredient of our potion. So don't ever rule that out. Maybe that's just your heart and what it's about. You can find yourself like a bird in the sky, maybe like a dragonfly. After all, what are we if everything is connected? And if we try to say that this poem has been misdirected, maybe we can land on more solid things. After all, are we alone or are we a team? And if we work together, how hard is everything? Really, truly, honestly, from there, everything and everywhere. Make sure that your voice is heard. Make sure that you can speak the word. or words. Maybe talking is like flying like a bird. And to say something in Spanish and in English at the same time, maybe it's about having the right frame of mind. Where's passion and virtue and truth, things you can adore, things you can trust, things that you can fight for, or maybe it's just work. Maybe there's a switch there. And maybe, just maybe, both can be true. Maybe, just maybe, you can be old and be new. Maybe, just maybe, if you feel like there's anything to know, then maybe, just maybe, you'd be out of control. Maybe, just maybe, all the thoughts that we have, the images that come, the master and his plans. Maybe we can tell every story within our hands. Anyways, I just wanted to say something like that before I went some other way. I know that there's something more that I want to say, but can I listen to these words? What word will they give me today? I know there's one word that can change every way. Must we knock on the door? What must we say? a humor is like intelligence. But it's an intelligence of politics and human beings. That tells us if we're living, are we living for the right things? Like you could know it before it was proven. As in, if everything's connected, then maybe all emotion is human. Which is then to say, maybe all things exist in familiarity. And if they're foreign to you, then maybe you've gone the wrong way. then having a sense of humor is as much as being able to leave a conversation as laugh at something. Like there's more to get. Instead of thinking that you know it. So then the secret is knowing what all things are after. And remembering what's important.